but he was willing to give stem cells to somebody he didn't even know, and he may never know, to save my life.
A Midland woman may have been alone in the treatment for her cancer, but not alone in her fight. In fact, she had her very own warrior. Stem cells have been the center of controversy in the past. The debate on how to go about getting them has left many up in arms. However, for one Midland woman, the solution was simple. Stem cells saved her life. CBS 7's Tatum Gwynn shares her story.
Susan Reeves has waited for this day for a long time. The past several years has included a lot of waiting for Susan. Waiting for test results, waiting for answers, waiting to get well.
Prognosis was acute myeloid leukemia.
Health has been a struggle for Susan her entire life. She's been unable to walk on her own since she was a young girl. In 2010, she fought and beat breast cancer, and more recently, leukemia.
It's the hardest thing I've ever been through in my life. Much of the time I had to be in isolation because they kill all your white blood counts. So I remember a lot of the time Wes couldn't hug me, my husband, and he would sit by my bed at night and put on rubber gloves, and we'd hold hands at night.
As the treatments continued, Susan grew sicker. She says her faith is what kept her hanging on.
I knew that even on the days when I was in and out of consciousness and I hurt, I knew that God was there.
With no end in sight, Susan's doctor told her of a treatment that just might cure her, a stem cell transplant.
Stem cells are these young cells that live in our bone marrow that make blood but also make up your immune system. We can give them really high doses of chemo to eliminate the bad cells.
It was a hopeful prognosis. However, it came with no guarantees. The stem cell bank is very low. It takes an almost perfect match to have a successful transplant. However, there are very few donors because, according to Dr. Berryman, stem cells carry a bad reputation.
So these are not fetal stem cells. These are cells that you and I have. We don't miss them. So you definitely avoid, some of the ethical discussions about stem cell research.
With so few donors, it would take a miracle to find a donor to match. It was a scary reality facing long odds. Susan had no idea that she already had a hero.
I signed up for the marrow donor program in boot camp for the Marine Corps back in 2008, and I had completely forgotten about it.
Nick said he had no idea that this simple act would actually save someone's life. With one prayer answered, Susan had just one more wish: to meet the man who saved her life.
The world is different. Colors are brighter. Smells are stronger. Love is stronger.
Susan and Nick are advocating for more stem cell donors so more lives can be saved. If you'd like to learn more, we have a link on our website, CBS7.com. Reporting in the studio, I'm Tatum Gwynn, CBS 7 News.